So today we're going to walk through the solution for module 2. We had problems with virtual systems, the access, the remote access, and the setup, and now that's been resolved. We're going to modify the solution for module 2 so that you can set up resources that others can use. And so when you're maintaining and deploying operating systems, you want to be able to quickly set up and stage updates, applications, data files, and you want to be able to share with others. So the intent of this is to give you a chance to see how this is done quickly. Now, Courtney, I want you to remember that yours is 119 and Joshua's is 115, okay? Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to open this up and I'm going to modify it. I'm going to adapt it. And instead of making it host virtual machine share setup, we're just going to say host share setup. Okay. Are you with me? And let's say that we want to have this due 1 p.m. Monday. Okay. And Monday is the 11th, I think, isn't it? 11 April. See, tomorrow is 9, then Sunday is 10, then Monday is 11. Yeah, that's right. So, all right. I want to save this just so I can make sure that that's accurate now. So we've changed this, right? See the header? See how it's changed? I got to change the due date. The due date is changed now. Yeah. Now let's change the flow of what we do in this activity so that you and Joshua can work collaboratively. And I'm going to pretend to be Joshua. So I'm going to do this on my screen as Joshua. And you can either watch and just learn, or you can do it step by step with me. And then when we're done the walkthrough, you're actually done with the solution. I will leave it to you to decide which option you want to do. Okay? Okay. So see where it says open the hosts file in Notepad. What I'm going to do is I'm going to include, oh great. So at the end of this, wow. Who would have thought it would do this kind of goofy? Oh, I know why. Because we're not actually using these numbers here. I think we had problems with this last year. Yep, that would be it. So first, connect to your machine. Are you with me?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to stop sharing for just a second and stop recording because I got to look up Joshua's login, but it won't take long. So I'm pretending to be Joshua, right? Remember that you're going to be using Groovy and a backslash, okay? Are you with me? Your first initial and last name. Hang on just a second again.
I can see it.
Okay, so the port was actually 8083, yours is 8087, right? So I'm gonna log in using that crazy word remote, where the O is a 0 instead. And I know what Joshua's last 4 of his student ID are. Yours is gonna be a little different. So I'm going to view the certificate, install the certificate, local machine, next, yes. I'm going to automatically select the certificate store and then say finish. And okay, and I'll check the box that says, don't ask me again for this computer. Now, if this keeps coming up over and over again because it's not, because of security measures in the future, you can just click yes. So can you see your own, Courtney? Can you log into your own?
Okay, I can give logging into my remote desk.
Yeah, because that might be good. Now, the first step in our setup is to open the hosts file in Notepad, which you run as administrator, and then you got to remember to change the file type to any or all to see the files in the Etsy directory. And then we want to add other people's hosts. So I'm on Joshua's machine, okay? Do you think Joshua's machine needs to see Joshua's own machine? Or do you think it could find itself without too much trouble in the dark? That's a trick question. If Joshua and you are going to be working together and I'm on Joshua's machine, I'm going to do this, then I'm going to right click and run as admin. And then I'm gonna put in an account name that's a local administrator here, and I'm gonna fix this so that you can. You should be able to do your own though, right?
I assume I can. Let me see if I can open up Notepad with administrator settings.
Yeah, you should be able to do that. And if you can't, I'm gonna change the settings.
Okay, it went through. I didn't have to enter a password or anything. It just let me run as an administrator.
That's great. So now I'm gonna open something. I'm gonna open up the hosts file, and I have to go to, from the PC, I'm gonna go to C drive. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Windows. Are you with me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to click on this directory and hit the S key so it jumps down because I want to get to system 32, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to go click on this and hit a D key so that it goes so that I can get the drivers. Then I'm going to go into the Etsy folder and it looks like I can't see anything, which is why I need to change this to all files. And suddenly the hosts file appears. Now what you see here are a couple of entries that are already in here, and you notice that there are hashtags in front of each of these lines, which means they're commented out. Are you familiar with that kind of practice?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what I want to do is I want to create an entry for, I'm on Josh's machine and I want to create an entry for Pegasus. Which is, no, I'm on Pegasus. I want to create an entry for Jupiter. Okay. And it looks like there's already one in here. But on your machine, you're going to create one that says Pegasus and it's going to say 115 instead. Okay. Now, do you happen to have a Jupiter entry for yours? I'm going to stop sharing and I want you to share your screen, okay? Courtney?
Yes, I heard you. Let me undo that.
Okay. Oh, that's perfect. So let's do a couple of entries here just to make sure that you're going to have a good result here. So on that fresh line where you're hit the tab key, and I want you to type in these entries. 192.168.50.110. Hit the tab key. Type in Sirius in all lower letters. S-I-R-I-U-S. No, S-I-R-I-U-S. Like the star Sirius. One R I-U-S dot groovy G-R-U-V-I dot local. Hit enter a couple of times actually. Okay, that's good. That's good. And the line right below that, I want you to hit the tab key again and put the same 192.168.50.111. And then hit the tab key and put Alnitak, A-L-N-I-T-A-K.
Wait, A-L.
N-I-T-A-K. .groovy.local. And you want your system to be able to see Joshua's system with ease. And Joshua's system's name is what?
Pegasus.
Pegasus. So you're going to put in 192.168.50.115. Now here's the fun part. When your system is trying to find things on a network, it looks at the hosts file before it looks at its DNS. Its DNS cache. So what are we saying? This is a place where you can hard code or hardwire the network addresses of important resources. So when you want to reach out and connect to something by name, you can do that. What I want you to do is to go to the file menu and save. And then, I want you to resize this so that it's a smaller window. And then what I want you to do is to capture this. Okay. So I want you to do a screen capture, Courtney, and I want you to paste this to a Word document. This is the first criteria you have to have for your solution, okay? So tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. Now you want to be able to go back into your screen, and if you would stop sharing, I'm going to take it from here with the other steps, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you much. So let's say I've taken my own screenshot of this, right? And I'm on Joshua's machine. And so I have my first artifact because I've pasted it into, all right, we're going to say paste a screenshot. For your submission. So I end up opening up a Word document. I end up pasting a copy of this view right here. If I were Joshua, then this step would be done. The first part would be done, okay? Now, what's the second step? I want to make sure that sucker is working. So I want to open a command prompt, and then I want to ping the other virtual machine, right? The one that you set up in the hosts file. So open a command prompt on your virtual system. Ping the other virtual system using the name you set up in hosts, okay? You with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, so let me do that. I'm going to demonstrate that. I'm on Joshua's machine. I'm going to go to command prompt. I'm just going to open it. I want to be able to ping what? Jupyter dot groovy dot local. And if this is where, if the hosts file is working correctly, then I should see this IP address in the mix. Okay, that's the proof that that host file is working. So the first step of creating shared resources, Courtney, is to create a name to network address association. Does that make sense? Oh, look, Courtney. It knows what IP address is Jupyter. You see this?
Okay.
Yeah, so I have this reference in my hosts file, and when I ping Jupyter, because I don't want to remember the IP. Do you want to remember a bunch of numbers all the time? I don't. If I just ping Jupyter, I want the same kind of result. Oh, hey, I get the same kind of result, right? Because when I say Jupyter, I want to be able to work on across a network with other resources by name, like we do when we're on the web, right? I mean, you go to Amazon.com, right? You don't go to 136.47.52.119. You get my point. Now, here's the fun part. Are you ready for this?
Mhm.
When you get this on your screen, I want you to highlight this and capture the screenshot, because that shows when you use the name with ping, it returns the proper network address. This means that your system is capable of operating by name on your own network, even when DNS is not working. Hackers hate this. They just don't like it because, well, everybody's supposed to use DNS. And this way you can kind of hard code where your resources are on your network. And then even if a system is down, everything keeps working. If you have any questions about our second part, you're going to capture this screen and then you're going to paste it into your Word document, and we're done with number 2. Okay. Step 3. Open File Explorer and find the C:\spare directory. I'm just going to say and open properties. Go to sharing and set up sharing. All right, are you with me?
Mhm.
So what does this look like on your system? I'm going to open up File Explorer. I'm going to go to the C drive. I'm going to navigate to the spare directory. And if I don't have one, I'm going to create a new one. Okay? Called spare. And then I'm going to do this. I'm going to right click and go to properties. And I'm going to go to sharing. Okay? Now, I want to do one more thing here.
Well, I went and tried the ping Pegasus. It worked.
Good. Excellent. So you're going to do this. You're going to select it, then go to properties, then hit sharing. Okay? You with me? Let's take it a step further. Are you there, Courtney?
I'm paying attention.
Okay,
I still have my spare folder.
good.
Well, what do you want me to do with it?
I want you to open up the properties for spare and select the sharing tab.
Okay.
Okay. Then I want you
I'm
to
with
click,
you.
then I want you to click advanced sharing, and what you should have is this screen. I want you to select share this folder, and I want you to put a $sign after here. Okay, this is a screenshot you want to capture. Okay,
Mhm.
so in here, open the File Explorer, find C or make one, open properties, and open the sharing tab, advanced share. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Advanced share. And then that's advanced sharing. Sharing. Select share and add $sign to name. So that's the third step. That's what I want you to do. Okay. So sharing tab and advanced sharing. Then share. and then add the $sign to the name. Now, why would you add the $sign? What does the $sign do for you? What do you think, Courtney?
Does it functions as a code name?
That is,
I-
that is correct. It functions as a code. And then what it does is it hides the share on the network. See, if you're on the network and you start browsing the network and looking at what's connected to your network, if you don't hide the shared directory, everybody can see it and then they can get into your Kool-Aid. So it's considered a best practice to share this folder, but then add a $sign. And I'm going to click apply. Okay. Now I'm going to, let's see, share this folder. Next thing you're going to do, select permissions. And remove. So this is really cool. You're going to select permissions. You're going to remove everyone. Did you know the default share permission is everyone?
Okay.
It's terrible. Not a good
It allows
practice.
everyone to read.
Yeah, it allows everyone to read. And that's good if you're in a hurry and you just want to set up a share and you want everybody, and I mean everyone, like in everyone who can get into your network. And then remove. Add your own, and then add read for your partner, okay? So what am I saying? You're going to add your own. Now, I'm Josh Warren. And I'm going to select change, and then I'm going to add Courtney. And Courtney's going to have read. So when I look at Courtney, he has read privileges. When I look at Josh, he has change permissions. Okay. You with me? Okay. This is the last screenshot that you make. This is the last screenshot that you make.
Me adding myself and Warren?
Well, this is the, I'm sorry, this is the fourth screenshot that you make. Yeah. The fourth screenshot. You're adding yourself, but you have change permissions. And you're adding your partner to have read permissions. So I'm pretending to be Joshua right now, which is why I added Courtney, and Courtney has read. But Joshua's adding his own. Okay.
Joshua has read permissions, Courtney has change. Just making sure.
And you want to click apply. And then this is the screenshot that you want. Okay. So then add yourself. What is wrong with this? All right, what's going on here? Obviously, it's being stubborn. Go back into here. So then add your own logon, your own account with change permissions. And your partner with read permissions. I'm going to say your classmates, okay?
Okay, it's done.
That's the fourth one. Now, all right, so here's what I mean by that. And I'm going to say instead of change, it's modify. All right, so let's go over this. We're going to go into here. And I say, okay, and apply, and okay. Because if I don't do the apply, it doesn't keep, right? And Courtney, you may want to click into here again and then double check to make sure what you put in there is persistent. Means it stays in there, okay? So if I look at permissions, I see Courtney with read privileges and Josh with change read, okay?
Mhm.
Now see where I am.
So, sorry, the last thing I have to screenshot, I'm supposed to go back to spare and look in the security tab, right?
Yeah, hold on. So I go into security. So I'm in sharing and now I go to security, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I want to go to advanced. Now, I want to set up Josh with modify and Courtney with read execute. And I may have to click the disable inheritance option and then select copy.
Oh, I already have that. Joshua already can read and execute, and everyone else has full control.
All right, hold on. No, that wouldn't be correct. Okay. Hold on.
Okay.
So I'm going to stop sharing and I want you to share your screen. Go ahead. So you have Joshua and then you have, okay, and then you have full control for yourself. Well, that's fine. So all you got to do is capture this screen. And
Okay.
that's the fifth criteria, right? So now I'm going to share my screen again.
I think I have, oh yeah, was setting up Windows Admin Center one of the screenshots we had to get, or was that for another assignment?
It was originally for another assignment, but I'm still working on getting Windows Admin Center to play nice on the virtual systems. In your-
Oh, well, because I'm
in-
checking the total amount of screenshots I have 4.
yeah, but you have, yeah, you have 4, and this is the 5th one right here,
Oh,
where it shows security and it shows your classmate has read execute and you have full control. Okay. That's your last screenshot. Okay.
I still have 4 screenshots, just 4. The host file one, the spare folder, the permission for spare, and this one.
No. You were supposed to have one where you captured the output of the command prompt using the name.
Oh, no, I missed that one.
Okay.
Don't worry, I have the command prompt here, so I could just take a screenshot of it. Okay, so now we have 5.
Okay, so you have that last security tab screenshot. Now here's the extra credit. Map a network drive with other system. Okay, so what are we doing there? You're going to do this 2 ways. You're going to use File Explorer, and then you're going to do command prompt. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see how this looks. All right, I have my last shot, right? I'm going to minimize this for a second. I'm on Pegasus. The key to doing this is to select the name of the system showing. It might say this PC, but yours should say Jupiter, right? Doesn't yours say Jupiter here?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you go to the computer menu at the top. Then you hit the pull down for Map Network Drive and select Map Network Drive. It comes up with this option. And what you're going to do is you're going to type in //. Now, what is your machine?
My machine's name?
Yeah,
Hold on.
Jupiter.groovy.local. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
you're trying to connect to what? Joshua's. So your name is going to be Pegasus.groovy.local. You follow?
Mm-hmm.
Spare $. Okay, ready?
Okay, so I'm supposed to be connecting to Joshua's. Okay. Pegasus.
which is pegasus.groovy.local / spare $. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say finish. Oh, I have a Z drive now. If I look, now I have a Z drive.
It gave me an error message saying I can't connect to this. Wait, I already have this.
You already have it connected to Pegasus?
Yes, I forgot I even have this. It's a spare folder. It's just spelled with a lowercase s instead of an uppercase one.
Okay. So you've already done it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Do I just take a screenshot to the folder?
you take this screenshot right here. Now, would you like additional credit on top of that?
At this point, I already have enough credit.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be nice to have a little spare?
Sure.
Okay, so you take this. Watch this. We're almost done. Okay, so you see my screen, right?
Mhm.
So if you capture this screenshot, that's extra credit. Now for double extra credit, let's use a command to connect to this resource. Now I could just see if the Z drive is on tap by entering the drive letter. This is drive letter Z, isn't it?
For mine, it's drive letter S.
Okay, drive letter S. So if I try to go to Z and I do this, I get a directory. It actually works. I can see the XS on Jupiter. It's misspelled, which is how I know it's actually authentic.
They said they can't find any drive.
Okay, well, watch this. I'm going to go back to the C drive. And now I'm going to use a command to connect your shared folder to the S drive letter, okay?
Then again, it does say the start point for me is C Windows System 32.
Oh. It should be showing
Oh,
you.
wait, no, but I'm using administrator command prompt. Let me just switch to regular command prompt.
Did you log in, Courtney?
Yeah, it's here. I should have no issue now.
Okay, now watch this. Let's use the net use command, all right? Net use S drive // Jupiter dot Groovy dot local / spare $. And I'm gonna say, yeah. Okay, I forget. Hold on. Is it the net use device name and then the volume? So the drive letter comes afterwards. Okay. So I'm going to say net use / Jupiter dot groovy dot local / spare $. Can't forget the $. And then it's S drive. And I'm going to say /persistent no. See that last part right here? So I just want this to be a temporary connection,
It
okay?
worked. The command went through.
Yeah, so if I go to my S drive, I should be able to get to it. It says, the command completed successfully. I should have an S drive. So I go to the Z drive. Might need to refresh. Anyway, that's what you do. You show the command completed successfully. You capture this screen. That's the extra credit. The second, that's like additional extra credit. Do you have any questions before we finish? This is what I want you to submit in order to finish your 2.5 solution. Are we
Okay,
good?
I understand.
Okay. I'm going to stop sharing and stop recording, and we'll see you Monday.
Okay, I'll see you Monday then.